did I send my list? Oh, I sent that in the group chat.
You only gotta say, yo.
Episode 101, Dalmatians.
You ready?
Yeah.
Yo, dig this podcast, episode 101.
No freeway, though.
What? Oh, man, like they know what the 101 freeway is out
Look
here.
it up.
No George. Honeymoon.
No George. Honeymoon.
I guess it's the honeymoon. He said it's not their real honeymoon,
It's
but
the
they just had a
pre-honeymoon.
bunch of free miles. But when rich people, they go on pre-honeymoons. Ryan, Greg, back in the building. Since this is 101, we sound good?
We sound good.
Like we sound good?
We
Nostalgic-y?
sound great.
All right. Just because we're starting over, kind of, 101, we're going to do the
Jersey number one.
jersey number one.
Yes.
And then 102, we'll do number two. So,
Yes.
you got jersey number one.
Jersey number one. I got two.
We probably have the same. I mean, obviously.
Warren Moon
Oh, I didn't think of that.
and Devin Booker.
Those are the ones you thought of, not Penny Hardaway.
I mean, yeah, but I knew you were. I didn't want to steal your thunder.
Yeah, okay. I definitely didn't think of Devin Booker.
I mean, Penny Hardaway was the first one that came to mind, obviously. But then I was like, I was a Warren Moon fan. I like Warren Moon.
Who else is number one?
Oh, there's got to be a ton.
Muggsy Bogues.
Muggsy Bogues is number
Baron
one.
Davis.
Baron Davis is number one.
Those are
There
good
got
ones.
to be
Off the top of
tons
my
of
head.
number ones.
There has to be.
I was trying to think of other sports besides basketball because there's obviously been a lot of
Not a lot
basketball.
of number one football. I don't think. I feel like
Wait, what is Cam Newton wear?
Oh, Cam Newton, number one.
Number one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I can't think of any of those.
Cam
Those are the
Newton
ones
was
I
a good
could-
one. I definitely couldn't think Cam Newton. And you know, we represent every Panthers player up here for some odd reason.
Luke Kuechly.
Luke Kuechly's in the building. Nah, that'd be tight though. Luke Kuechly's in the building. How's your weekend?
Big week.
Everything good? Oh, we went to
We
wedding.
went to the wedding. You
Wedding
were
was
with me for
tight.
most of the weekend, and then you were with me almost all weekend.
Was I?
I mean, we got to the wedding at 5, and then we were together pretty much all day.
Oh, that's
Sunday
right.
for
Saturday and
the
Sunday.
for the post wedding party
That's
at George's house. Wedding was lit. Beautiful wedding. Beautiful
It
ceremony.
was a great wedding. It was good. I'm happy for them.
Yes.
I
it
mean, you
was.
know, you get to see.
I didn't get as drunk as I would have liked.
You know what? I think we did just too soon.
We got drunk. We went hard to start, and then when we should have been drunk, we weren't.
Yeah,
we were drunk when we shouldn't have been, and then we were sober when we should have been drunk.
when it got to like 9:30, I was kind of cooked.
I was tired.
done. Like
I think we drank like 3 drinks before they even said I do.
Well, we tried to drink a lot. I mean, we did. Like I was definitely feeling it during the ceremony, but once that 9:50, 9:20, 30,
I was just ready for bed.
I was like, you know what? I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, not that I'm saying that I was ready to go. I was just tired.
Yes.
Like, and you could kind of tell on everybody.
Dinner was lit. Dinner was amazing.
Yeah, first of all, you ate every single thing they had. Like
Times 2.
2 times 3. Yeah, triple.
I was starving.
It was good, but I was like, yo, ain't nobody this hungry.
I wish I would have got more potatoes.
The potatoes were fire.
Those potatoes were fire.
The potatoes were fire. The chicken was good too. I
Chicken was
didn't
good.
think
the beef was
short
good.
rib was that
I
good.
thought that was good.
It was a little dry.
Salad was good.
There was a
Cake was
salad?
good. Yeah, they had Caesar salad.
Oh, Caesar salad tastes the same.
Cake was good. Cake was nice, beautiful.
I know. That was good. That was good too.
George did some corny shit.
What'd he do?
Oh, he's just kind of corny.
No, you know what's funny?
We did IG Live. Oh fuck! I forgot the wedding thing that the
Oh, you forgot the card.
that the fans.
You know what's funny? I feel like I'm talking too loud.
filled
Like,
out.
is
No,
my
you're good.
stuff too loud?
No, you're good.
Oh, because in my headphone it's like. What's funny is that, well, that's the thing. People that see George on the podcast,
Yeah.
they see him as one way. If you see him around other people in a different setting,
It's completely different. He's like Mr. Like, you know?
I mean, I guess I just never really been out with George like that. Maybe
Yeah.
just a few times we went to like bars and like, you know, ate or something. But I didn't know he'd be,
Wildin'?
I guess, dancing. Yo, what up? I didn't know he'd be dancing and doing the singing. I don't know. Like, it was like karaoke. Everything's on good. You good?
You gotta turn his mic on though.
Oh, let me turn it off.
Is it 3?
Can we hear you?
I can hear me.
Good. Yeah, we good.
Yeah.
Let's talk
Alright.
straight into the mic. Andy Green in the building. Let me double check. Make sure you good. You're good. Andy Green came in and posted up with us. But, yeah, George and his wedding setting was,
A little more animated. than we're used to.
Way more animated than we used to. And his friends, you know, we talked about his friends before. They all super cool cats. Shout out to Tim that was sitting at our table and his wife. He listens to the podcast.
Shout out to Tim and his wife.
He's a homie.
He's got it threw me off. There were a couple hats in the building.
Okay, there was 2 hats.
There was 2 hats in the building.
There was a Kango and a fedora.
And a fedora in the building. Never seen that. I've never seen that man without a fedora.
Only one pair of sneakers in the building.
Only one pair of sneakers. And they were not
No.
on. And they were not on me.
No. 2 pair of sneakers. Hannah was wearing them.
Hannah was wearing NMDs. There's a picture on the Sneakdis.
And then that guy was wearing Kamikaze ones. Reebok Kamikaze ones. And I mean, he said he wore them. Oh, well, never mind. I was going to say who he was with.
Oh.
But never mind. Shout out to that. And I thought, well, never mind. Because I was like, yo, I thought that dude, because he had a funny look when you guys were talking.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, he might put hands on you or something, but never mind.
You got my back.
It was a different situation. Oh, no, that dude was kind of big. I would have got him, though. I just broke a glass on his head.
You take him out of the knees.
Oh, yeah. That's the first thing I do. I go for ACLs. But yeah, wedding was cool. It was a cat that wearing lugs. Lugs with dress pants. You know.
Not as much. I would have anticipated more sea walking.
Well, they would do a lot of sea walking before the wedding for some reason. I have no idea why. I saw one cat sea walk, and I have no idea why. He just did a little shuffle quick.
Lots of snickerdoodles.
Yeah. What else happened this weekend?
That was all this weekend. A bunch of stuff to talk about this week, though. We got
cars in the shop.
The cars in the shop. Gonna be about 5,500.
Absolutely done with that car. And I would never tell anybody what I drive, but since I know I'm done with it, like I don't ever buy a Jaguar.
Ever.
Like I'm talking ever. And what's funny is the
Rossio's Cadillac
tow truck guy. Yeah. He was like, what, riding with a tow truck guy too is so whack. But he was cool. Like he put his headphones on, he didn't say nothing to me, and I didn't say nothing to him. And it's the longest drive ever from Goodyear to North Scottsdale. But he said the best thing to buy. He said, if you got to go luxury, you got to go a certain, he's like, buy a BMW. He said, but if you're really smart, he said, they're overpriced. A Cadillac, it's comfortable. It's overpriced, but it still has power to it. But I'm probably not buying that. I'm
not in the resale market. You can get a nice Cadillac in the resale market.
I don't know, man.
I mean, I bought mine when I bought it, mine's a 2011. I bought it in 2013. I think, yeah, because it paid off this year 5 years. So 2013, I bought it. It had 7,000 miles on it. The MSRP was 52,000, and I paid 24. I paid half. 2 years later, it was 7,000 miles.
I can't do it.
27.
It just had a salvage title.
No, it didn't.
No,
Never do that again. I bought a salvage title car. You can never get rid of them.
See, I have homies that buy them just cause, like, you can get them for so cheap. You can't get rid of it, but
no, you cannot get rid of it.
Auction so
I sold mine back to the dealership, sight unseen.
Yeah?
Yeah. I had a Mustang that was a salvage title, and they offered to trade it for a Monte Carlo. They didn't even see it. Like, I feel like the hood was cracking in. You could see, like, where the accident happened, and the whole hood in front of the car looked like it was, like, falling off.
Your frame was bent. Yeah. Like, your stuff sounded crazy.
Yeah.
Pickups.
Well, I mean, you want to talk about what we're talking about today first?
Sure. What are we talking about?
All right. So we got a big week coming up this week. We got Supreme release tomorrow morning. Supreme NBA. We're getting shoes. We're getting shorts. We're getting jerseys. We're getting jackets. If there was a hat, probably try for that too. Yeah, Wave Runner release is this Saturday. We'll talk about releases. Talk about whether or not that's a good or bad thing that all these Yeezys are restocking. They just announced today that the yellow Supermoon 500s are re-releasing. Your boy called that months ago. Nike Air Yeezy 2 is rumored to re-release again. Lots of Yeezy releases this coming up year. We could talk a little bit about those Roger Federer Air Max 95s that are coming out as part of Air Max Day over the next, I think, one this weekend and then one in 2 weeks. PJ Tucker, one of your favorite NBA players of all time on Sneaker Shopping this week. It was a great episode. Broke the bank.
We can talk about it.
It was a good episode. And we'll talk about our top 10 favorite releases so far of 2018 to us, not anybody else.
To us.
But first, we'll get into pickups.
Okay. You caught anything this week?
Not bread toes when they came out.
Oh, you brought those? Was that last week?
It was
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Oh, you got it?
They just came in. They just came in.
Oh, really? Where'd you get them from?
Nike sneaker app actually.
Oh, okay.
And that's the first time I've hit on the sneaker app since like it's all changed. So I was pretty happy. I like posted in a group and I was like, oh, I guess these were pretty wide. It's like nobody got them. I was like,
I was super sick. I didn't even try.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even think about it. So you got them?
yeah,
You keeping them?
probably not.
What you gonna do with them?
I don't know. Maybe trade them for something else.
What else you want?
I don't know.
Oh,
I already got black toes. I already got Chicago's.
Thank
I got.
you.
It's
It
like
doesn't- they don't- they're not
I already got too
anything.
much black and red. Like
they're not anything. And I actually think a lot of people might be a little, not disappointed, but they're just kind of like, oh, I got them now. Like, I don't
Yeah.
think that they're that special. Like,
I mean, they're not special. I would rather. I mean, I don't know. I like them. I don't dislike them. It's just like a red shattered
it's
backboard.
just a, okay, that's not a such thing. You can't say stuff like that.
I
Like,
make shit up.
Oh,
You make shit up all the time. I can make shit up.
no, I don't know. It's like a black and red royal. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually,
no,
yeah.
you can't.
it's like a fragment,
Yeah.
but with black where the blue was, and then red where the other blue was, and then the black on the other part where the blue was,
and no symbol.
Yeah, and no symbol. Yeah, it's like the same thing, pretty much.
What'd you cop?
Cop these. Wait, was this last week? These came in the mail today. I think I bought them Friday. I think they came out Friday or Saturday last week.
Saturday.
Saturday last week.
I don't know. They sold out and then they
And then,
came
they,
back.
and then they're back. Now they're sitting everywhere. But I got these. I paid retail for these. I wish I wouldn't have. What else did I buy? Oh, shout out to George Martin. Even on his weekend of his wedding, hooking me up with
Oh, that's
OVO
right.
black and OVO whites for retail. Two of the greatest pickups.
I'm gonna tell you something. If there was a day to get George in a good mood,
It was on his way.
it was on his wedding day.
Bruh,
He sold you both for retail.
when I walked into his sneaker room and saw 9.5 OVOs, I was a little heated.
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
He's causing competition.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I know he does 9.5 for us just in case.
Well, I didn't get them prior to. He never told me. He told me they were sold. He's like, all right, sold them.
Oh, I thought he did sell them though. Oh, he was lying. Dang, he's probably waiting to see if I wanted them. I was joking. But those suck anyways.
They do not suck. They are fire. You said the black ones are dope, and
I
the
said
white ones are
black
good.
ones are better than the white ones.
They're
That's all
still
I said.
8s.
Yeah, they're 8s.
I'm gonna wear the shit out of them.
No, you're not.
Hey, just because you don't know how to pull stuff out like that.
No,
Just
no,
'cause-
no. Because
yeah,
I do
yeah.
like Aqua 8s. That's it. And playoff 8s don't suck. And I thought the olive ones, they were okay. The undefeated.
The fake undefeated, yeah.
Yeah, they were all right. But, like, we're not wearing those. And neither are you.
I'm wearing them.
Like, I think,
Oh,
honestly,
and I picked up another bread toe from Chic. Got there real early in the morning before anybody
Getting rid of
knew.
those. Which Chic? Scottsdale?
The one at I-17 Dunlap Metro Center.
Metro Center.
Picked those up. I think that's all I picked up. I don't think I picked up anything, bro. I've sold a lot of shoes this year, but I've bought a lot of shoes this year.
See, you don't understand the concept of selling stuff and getting rid of it.
I'm still negative 30 overall in the collection. I've sold 30 more than I've bought,
If you
but
say
I've still
so.
bought a lot of shoes.
I grabbed some classics, Air Barrage. Got those off eBay for about $75, even though I said I was never buying off eBay again or dealing with eBay. Actually, I'm never selling on eBay again.
I got more eBay stories too. I'll tell it as soon as you're done.
But I don't know if anybody knows what Air Barrage looks like, but they were like Marshall Falks. They had the Velcro strap. They were trainers, and they had AIR on the bottom. It's a hard. You'd be able to find a pickup. I'll probably try to find a pick and put them up. But it's a classic sneaker that I always had. I'll never wear it. I don't even know if it's wearable, to be honest with you. I haven't got it yet, but it's. He said it's only been like worn twice. But back then, that felt material is like rubbed off on the toe. Like, you know how that like turns gray and thin or whatever it is. But that was it. I tried for in clothing ASIC Gel i3 misos with the chopsticks and the little dish.
Yes.
I tried, but it was
Those
a
are
raffle.
sick.
I didn't get those.
Those are dope.
Those are really dope.
Those are super dope.
And those are really high on the 2018 drop already.
I feel like eBay stories is like becoming a weekly segment on our show now. But I have an eBay story. Sold a pair of Pure Boost to this woman in
I
Florida
emphasize she's a woman.
who I think is of Asian descent.
Okay. All right. All right.
Now, send the shoes. First of all, she asked me about 1.5 million questions before she bought them. Then she buys them and send them to her.
You about to offend Jay.
I get a response back from her that says, I can't believe you would take the insoles out of the shoe and sell them as brand new and in a box that has the lid cut off of it. And I'm like, lady, first of all, read the description that says they come in a half box.
I was gonna say, if you didn't put that in the description, that's your fault.
Second of all, Pure Boost don't come with insoles. And she was like, if you bought them from Adidas without insoles, then that's your fault and you're stupid and I want my money back. And so I was heated. I fired off about 5 messages to her, took pictures of every Pure Boost that I own, sent them to her, Googled Pure Boost no insoles, screenshotted it, sent that to her, Googled Pure Boost insoles, images, screenshotted, sent it to her. She was like, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. She was like, I have 4 pairs of Ultra Boosts and they have insoles. And I was like, an Ultra Boost and a Pure Boost aren't the same fucking thing, lady. So why don't you go ahead and Google this shit, close the case. But I hate eBay. You cannot get a resolution from eBay unless you talk to a supervisor and then a supervisor. You need to talk to a double supervisor to get anything resolved with calling eBay. It is the most frustrating process ever. I am getting so fucking tired of eBay.
Same thing happened to me. My account got frozen.
Yeah.
For some, what were they? DB13s. I found that outlet. I put authentic in it, and they were like flag.
Why?
Because they were like, oh, they're not. You wouldn't have to say that if they were, or blah blah blah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What? Mm-hmm. They wouldn't have to say it if they were.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Who knows? It's the same thing. Called eBay. Somewhere in India. You know, yelled at them for 20 minutes.
They all sound the same. That voice that I used last time we discussed this, that's how they all sound.
Yeah.
Hello, and thank you for calling eBay.
Okay, first of all, that's not Middle East. All right.
Hello, thank you for calling
Thank you,
eBay.
come again.
That's not it.
There you go.
That's
say-
barely.
Hello, eBay.
And then
eBay.
I asked for a
Is that
supervisor,
better?
and they said we didn't have any available right now.
Yeah.
And this was money like midnight when I was calling. I had a few beers. I was a little heated, but
When I'm frustrated, I love calling eBay because I can just yell at them.
and so I asked what their
yell
supervisor's
loud.
name were. They didn't know. I was like, how do you not know what your supervisor's name is? And they'd be like, oh, there's a few of them. I don't know. So they're like, we'll have them call you. 2 hours later, 2 a.m., they call me. Numbers from Salt Lake City or something. White lady. Oh, how you doing? How can I help you? Blah,
See,
blah.
that's the problem. You guys got to ask for that first. You got to say,
Give me an American person.
yeah, you got to do that.
Say that.
Yes.
And what they do?
And
They
play Hulk Hogan's music. I am the real American in the background.
All right.
they unfroze my account.
Just like that?
I'm getting
Yeah.
so tired of eBay.
No, you're not, because you refuse to sell on StockX, Go.
I'll tell you
anything
what.
else.
StockX, we're coming
To do what?
to sell.
Okay.
We're going to start selling on StockX.
I already sell on StockX. What are you talking about?
I need to start. So I was a little hesitant.
I don't sell on Go.
after George's box incident. I was a little hesitant to sell on StockX
I am too.
because here's the thing that scares me about StockX. I'm scared that I'm going to send something to StockX and something that's not my fault is going to happen, and then they're going to ding me the 15% or whatever their restocking thing is and charge me because I know when George sent that box, it was in perfect condition. And when he got it back, it was trashed, and they said that that's how it came to them. And if they didn't charge George that time, but if they would have charged, like it would have been a $500 transaction, and they would have dinged me like $60-$70, I would have been fucking heated. Yeah,
I just don't know what damaged box is. Like when I got the cause, like I held them for a long time before I traded them. I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna either sell these and try to get something else, but I traded them for Off-White Prestos. The box was like that dent where like when you squeeze a 4, like you squeeze a Jordan 4, it's just that corner. And George said, oh yeah, they'll send that back. And I was like, really? Like I don't know. And I don't know if on the website there's pictures of like what a damaged box is.
I don't know.
I get some boxes like from Adidas. I'm talking trash.
Like my Yeezy box is like the Yeezy Power Phases that I got from Undefeated. Like this part is like out. Like so the box just crumbles as soon as you set it down. Like it just falls apart. You have to tape it. I had to tape it back together to even be able to like stack it.
There are some Adidas boxes that I just took apart and threw them in the trash. Like it's just no saving them.
But that's one of the reasons why I like using eBay is because I can take all the pictures, put my description, and sell, and then there's no questions. Like, and I think now that StockX is here locally, what I would like to happen is I wish they would offer a service where I could put like 10 or 15 cars in the trunk, drive them out, and then just be like, hey, like these are the 10 or 15 shoes. What are the highest offers? Boom, 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 boom. All right, cool. Sell them all. Let's look at them right now. Authenticate them all. Here you go. PayPal me my money.
They actually should consider
They should do that.
like an indoor, like you just go into.
Because it would save them money on shipping. and save them time on authentication because they wouldn't have to, and they wouldn't have to unbox it, open it. Like I just bring my shoes, sit down with somebody, just like when you like go to the bank, you sit down with somebody, go through all of it.
Just do it by appointment.
Yeah,
Just like,
do it by appointment. Yeah.
You might have gave him an idea.
Hey,
I haven't thought about it already.
my PayPal, RPS and Simple CPA, send me them bags.
Yeah, they'll be like,
send me them royalties.
They'll be like, you shouldn't have said
Sponsor
that on the internet.
our podcast.
That's not happening. I don't think they kind of like us right now. So
They're gonna love us.
I don't know. We'll see. Releasing this week. What comes out?
Yeezy Yeezy Wave Runners come out Saturday. I was mistaken. I thought that the Holly Pack came out this week. It doesn't come out till next Friday at midnight. Midnight.
Which one is that? Like the entire pack or like one of them?
The black and the black one and the two.
I need the tie dyes.
The black and the two tie dyes.
I don't
Supposedly, the purple tint tie dye is like the most super limited. Like that one's pretty much.
Not the color greenish.
Not the one that has like the orange.
Oh, okay.
With the
so like I seen one today that I'd never seen before.
It's like the light purple.
Oh, okay.
Supposedly that one is like not. I was talking to Teddy yesterday, and he said that one's like the most limited. He doesn't even know if he's going to be able to get one. That women's Jordan 1 collection comes out this week. At least the zipper
Air Max
ones.
90,
the Air Max 97 Vapor.
Vapor Max Soul.
Yeah.
Vapor
What's
Max
that
Soul.
called? What was that colorway called in the Air Max 98? You know, the
Just
original
like the OG, like a neon.
Yeah, but wasn't it like a Japan or something?
Japan neon. I don't know. The Jordan 9 bread comes out this weekend, and I believe the whatever that colorway is in the Roger Federer.
Yeah, that's Friday.
Comes out this weekend also via
Friday?
raffle.
The Roger Federer.
Oh, okay. Wait, both colors?
No, just the OG
Neon,
neon
Oh,
one
okay.
comes out this Friday via the raffle.
Have you seen a better picture of those?
No.
Oh, they suck.
Do they suck?
They suck.
The greedies don't. I mean, I would like try to wear the
that's
greedies.
a bad picture.
Yeah, neon. That's what it's called. Just neon.
No. The Air Max 98s with the Vapor Soul.
Yeah, I know. But you asked what the original colorway is called. It's called neon.
No, the original colorway of the Air Max 98 with the Vapor Soul that's coming out.
It's this shoe.
No, man, that's not a Vapor Max Soul. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That right there.
Oh, that's
the original OG. What was it called? Tokyo or something, or Japan. It was something.
Heritage.
End clothing. I think they're gonna release some ASIC Jelly 3s, just a regular box though, no chopsticks, no sushi dish on end. I think some of those are dropping, so I'm gonna probably try for those. And obviously, I mean, we're gonna talk about that Supreme NBA nonsense.
Yes, I do want it. Yes, I do.
And ingredient.
I think they're trash.
Are you trying to sell?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't want the shoes. I want the short. What I want is the shorts. I want the shorts. I want the shorts to wear.
I mean, the shorts are safe. You know, they're tacky. I mean, it's just.
Get your Dipset jacket and
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't even know why I try to understand.
I like the
Supreme.
shorts.
No,
the shorts remind me of like all the overseas shorts that they do that have all the branding and like all the different logo. Like I think they look dope. Like I like the shorts. I mean the jerseys are.
It's all tacky.
The jerseys.
The shorts.
The
are
only
tacky.
way you can wear it.
The shorts are the safest thing to wear.
The only way you can wear it is to a pool party.
What, the jersey?
Yeah. That's the only place you can wear that. Is to a pool. You have to go to a Vegas pool party. You can wear the jersey.
The shorts are safe because you just wear a plain t-shirt. It don't matter. They're just shorts. Like
the shorts are. I think the shorts are dope.
but they're still tacky. They're not dope. They're still tacky.
I think the shorts are dope. I will try to buy the shorts. I don't know. I can't tell if the white is West Coast and the black is East Coast. I think that's what it is. I can't tell because you only see the front of one and the back of the other. So I can't tell. I think the white jersey and the white shorts are West Coast teams, and then I think the black is East Coast teams. I think.
I didn't even notice that. I thought all teams were on both. Like,
No, I think it's different. I think each one is different. So I think the white is the West Coast teams and the black
so
is the
then
East
the
Coast
black
teams.
shoes is East Coast
I
team?
think so. I could be wrong,
They
but
might
I
have
think
all
so.
of them on both the shoes. On the shoes.
I'm not sure, but I definitely want. I would want the West Coast short. The Suns are on the white shorts, I think. So I definitely want the white shorts because that's where the Suns are.
Buy Sun shorts.
Oh, the Sun shorts actually on Nike. They put on sale. It's like one of the only shorts on sale for $59.
So are the jerseys.
I'm a swoosh.
Oh, really?
those.
The shorts are 59?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
well, they had that coupon too.
Oh, they have 25% off, so
Yeah.
they're like 40.
You
Sorry,
can get a
40
Booker
bucks.
jersey for like 70.
Yeah, the Low Suns Booker, what is it called? Like the Pride of City Pride jerseys. Yeah, that one's like marked down to like $80, and then you get the 25% off on
I'll
it.
tell you this. I watched that last Friday, Suns Thunder. And I never seen Westbrook play, Melo and all them, which was dope. But I will never say another thing bad about Josh Jackson.
It's hooping.
That kid
Bro, he can ball out.
has
Hooping.
every skill possible.
He can ball out.
And he was balling. Now, Devin Booker somehow ended the game with like 35 points, and I didn't see one bucket. I have no idea when he scored. But,
Well, they were up 15, and then
yeah. And then they still lost.
Yeah.
Still lost.
I will be in attendance next Wednesday to see the Phoenix Suns take on the Cleveland Tuesday. See the Phoenix
It's
Suns.
Wednesday.
It's Tuesday. Phoenix Suns take on the
Oh,
Cleveland
Wednesday,
Cavaliers.
there. No, it's Wednesday because
Tuesday. I made sure because I was going to tell you to move the podcast.
LeBron is going to be at Mint on a Wednesday.
Maybe
Unless
he's
they're
just staying.
staying. Maybe. I
The
don't know.
game's Tuesday night.
Oh. Yeah, I'll never say nothing bad about Josh Jackson again. I thought maybe he might be whack. Oh, my God. Like,
took him a little while to get it.
Took him a while to get going. Yeah.
Like, he was actually out there getting mad. Like, give him the ball. I mean, scoring at will. All right, he has all of it. He needs to do something with his hair, but
Gotta get a haircut.
he got a braid.
Suns
in
got
his
the worst
something.
hair in history. Right
They-
now.
yeah,
They got what's this dude? Peyton.
Eldridge. Yeah, Eldridge. Or what's his name?
You know what's
Eldridge?
funny?
Not Eldridge. What's his
Alfred.
name?
Alfred Payton. He's from New Orleans, right? Louisiana, I think.
His hair. We got
That
the
out
weirdest
there
hair
is like
ever.
common. It's not like his is a little extreme. His used to be worse than
His
that.
hair goes like this.
But you got to have extreme confidence to have that hair. Like he would just walk into the bench and it's
He's
just
24.
It's just going like this.
24, making millions. I'm sure he's plenty
Yeah,
confident.
I'm sure he's plenty confident. I'm trying to get him on the podcast.
He seems like a good guy.
I think he might be willing to come on, or at least call in or something like that.
Yeah.
Well,
We'd have to get a new studio because the hair ain't gonna fit in here.
yes. Supreme NBA nonsense. Like I said, obviously.
You want to help from? You want to help me?
I mean,
You go for the black shorts. I go for the white shorts.
if that's what you want.
All right.
I don't care.
Help me out. Help a brother out. You gotta wake up though. Oh, you'll probably
Yeah,
cook on that. You'll probably cook on that super fast internet for me.
Yeah, it's easy to get him there. You just got to remind me I get him on the phone though.
No,
It's too hard on the computer.
you have to do it on the computer.
Oh.
That's how I got the Vans last week.
I'm doing it on the computer. Wave Runner 700s. How many pairs do you got? One.
I will be going for a second one.
Come on, Andy Green. You got to like something.
I definitely don't like those.
Okay.
I mean, V2s like grow on me a little bit, but I don't know how I'd wear them. I think the sole's like weird.
Oh, yeah. You didn't care for those either.
No,
I think.
I'm not a fan of dad shoes.
I'll say
I'm too
this.
short.
No, you're not shorter than me. I'll say this. I'll say this about the 700s. Obviously, I thought when they pictures trash, but the more I see people wearing them, they're not that bad.
They're not that bad. You can't wear them shorts though.
Unless you're a dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
can't wear 'em with
and I don't know
shorts.
if I've actually seen anybody wear them with shorts. I seen this cat like after the Suns game. When
Kim K wears them. No, she wears the 500s with shorts. She doesn't wear them.
which was 500.
The
That,
one that I
blush
got, the blush one,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I seen this cat wearing them like after the Suns game. I went to the Michael Blackson concert. Oh, and at the Suns game, saw Amari, Stephon Marbury.
Oh, that was 2000s night.
yeah, that was dope.
Sean Marion.
Didn't expect that. That was tight.
Sean Marion was at George's wedding too. I didn't think he was staying in town.
That guy
for
does not look like Sean Marion.
Right, he looked just like Sean Marion.
No, he looked like that comedian that I don't know if he's a comedian, but he used to do like the impressions. Jay-Z.
Oh, Jay Farrow.
No, not Jay Farrell, the
he looked
light skinned
like Sean
dude, and he
Marion.
had his own Fox show for like a
Like
little
Sean
bit.
Marion.
No, he didn't. And remember, he
I know who
came
you're talking
through.
about, but I can't remember who he was.
He came through to like Heated Soul 2 or something for like a split second.
think of
Went
who
to
it
the
is
front
either.
and left. I can't think of his name, but he does Jay-Z all the time, whatever his name is. But what are you talking about again? Oh yeah, those I seen a cat there at the Michael Blackson concert wearing them, and they look dope.
700.
Yeah, but the dude was like 6'7", like he was crazy.
But it's not a
tall.
high top. Like you don't have to be tall to wear that shoe. I
It's
don't think.
not, but when Kanye wears it, it looks crazy because his clothes are too chunky. Like he has way too many layers. So he makes himself wider, and the shoes the socks and the thing they look crazy on him. Like what
I like
size
it.
does he wear?
I think a 9.
I would sleep all day Monday when they said they were gonna drop again, and woke up to about 8, 9 texts from people like, "Bro, you got me, you helped me." And this is a lot of people who said they were whack too, and now everybody.
Well, that's the thing though. Like I've been on them since day one. I thought it was a dope shoe.
You be on everything since day one. It's hard to tell when sometimes you're being serious. Like I honestly don't take you serious 99% of the time you talk
I've
about
said
shoes.
stuff's whack before.
No, OVO8s you can't possibly like.
I love OVO8s.
Kyrie All-Stars you can't possibly like.
I have 2 pairs.
And this Supreme nonsense, you can't like it.
I do like it.
It's perfectly fine to cop it, just to cop it, but you can't say like, oh, it's fire. Like, you can't say stuff like that.
I think the shorts are dope.
The shorts are wearable. That's what they are. And what's crazy is they got J.R. Smith modeling that stuff. They should have him. A mediocre product with a mediocre player. Facts.
That's messed up. He's coming for you. He's a real
He's
one.
gonna throw some super.
He
at your
is
head.
a real one. I will say there's somebody who I
He's
will
gonna
mess
throw some
around
super at
with.
your head.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yo, I saw that. I thought that was fake. Said he threw some shoot at Damon Jones, right?
Yeah.
Damon Jones is such a clown. I've never liked Damon Jones. I seen him at the Biltmore one time walking. He thought he was so tight. He was walking with LeBron. I was like, man. Jeff Staple tweet. I know it's not on the list of topics. I don't know if you guys saw it.
We did.
You saw it?
Everybody saw it.
Okay. So basically what he said was, he tweeted out yesterday, March 4th, whenever that was, 2 days ago. He said, we have now reached a point in sneaker culture where customizers are making better shoes,
And telling better stories.
better designs, and better storytelling than the brands themselves.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
I guess I want to know who he's talking about. Because, like, if he's talking about, like, a mosh or, like, I don't really think that there's, like, stories that go into those. I mean, like, to me, I would agree that some of the stuff that, like, the Shoe Surgeon does and, I mean, even Mosh and those guys, I would agree that their ideas and, like, what they're doing with shoes is more creative than what Nike is, but I don't understand what he's saying about the storytelling aspect. I mean, to me, there's no greater story than Justin Timberlake halftimes.
All right.
It's just,
Andy Green, you agree? Disagree?
I'd say there's some people out there that do a great job. When you see some of the NBA players on court wearing some customs, and I'd rock them. And it's like for me, like I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan, so I saw some Paul Georges that were like Dragon Ball Z themed, and they were dope. And what's his name? Markkanen had some of Dragon Ball Z ones from the Bulls.
Right. Yeah.
But Adidas is coming out with that collection coming up. So
But see, I don't.
the other person who wears a lot of customs that are actually kind of dope is Karl Anthony Towns. Wears a lot of customs that, like, he had some, like, really cool Christmas ones. Like, I think he did, like,
You want some Rick and Morty's or something one time?
yeah, like he gets some cool customs.
and even in the NFL, like some of those are
really
dope.
cool.
The cleats are fire.
Cleats are fire.
I think it personalizes it a little more. It shows the players, and like you can't, as a brand, you can't unless you have one player like Jordan or whatever, and you can do all these stories. Like you can't really do that with. I mean, you should do it with like Westbrook and all that, but I mean, his shoes are whack anyway. So
They suck itself. Like they need to figure out the design aspect of those first. Do you guys own any customs? I don't own any.
I have a pair of some Rochons that were
Someone
customized
did?
like ASU.
Oh, I remember you bought those. I remember that. Then like the pitchfork
forks.
on it. Yeah.
I don't think I own any customs.
That's the only one that I
Trejo
have,
bought a
though.
couple customs and he wore both of them one time. They fell apart.
Oh, he did say that. What did he buy?
He bought this one from this lady called the Sneaker Fairy. Those joints were trashed after like one wear. And then he actually bought a pair. Actually, they didn't fall apart. He bought a pair from somebody who ended up becoming really big. I can't think of the dude's name. But they were actually really dope customs. They were a Miami Night custom done on a LeBron Floridian 9 low. And they were actually super dope. But he never wore them. He didn't wear them because of the fact that when he wore those Sneaker Fairy ones, they like completely fell apart. El Capitan.
Oh, okay. I remember.
Him?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still around, but he did the other. Those customs are actually super fire. I don't know if Trey still has. He probably sold them or gave them away or something.
I mean, I kind of agree with him. See, it's hard to say. Like, I hate seeing. I mean, because he's not the first person to say something like that. Regular people, we've said stuff like that before. Like, it's not. But
Dang, digging for credit.
everybody has said that before. I'm sure somebody said that way before us. It's just the fact I look at stuff like that when people are aware, and they don't hire these people. Like, they don't utilize them. Like,
Well, it's because who was I listening to? I was having a discussion with, or listening to something, or like I can't remember, but they were talking about how, Nike wants to be the custom. They don't want to hire people to come and customize their shoes. Like, they want to do it, and they want to keep it in house, and they don't want to hire like those like Mosh and Geiger and all those guys that do all this stuff because like they want to do it themselves. And Nike kind of bit Geiger a little bit with those Velcro swoosh because you can make like a misplaced check now and all that shit. Like Nike pays attention and then they do it themselves. I mean, who was it that did that Warhawk LeBron? Was it Mosh? That one that looked like he made the LeBron 9, the gray LeBron 9 look like the fighter jet. Yeah. And then a few months later, they came out with those snowboard boots that I have. But
Danny Cass had Warhawk Air Max 90s way before.
No. But they had the Warhawk ones, but the one that Mosh did was like, it looked like a gray airplane fighter jet, a metal fighter jet. And then 8 months later, Nike came out those Danny Cass snowboard boots that I got that is the same shoe in a snowboard boot.
Yeah, but still, like you can't.
I think the same way that people.
Do you feel like Nike is doing anything? Okay, Nike, Adidas, Reebok, whoever's out there, do you feel like they're doing anything as creative as anybody else? Like to me, that's what makes the Off-White collection, whether you like it or not, special.
Yes.
That to me is a customization of a Nike sneaker. All Nike is doing, their ideal of customization is ID.
Or like, you know, bringing. I guess the collection they just did. That we talked about with the whole Air Force pack, I guess that would be
and the women's Jordans.
And the women's Jordans.
That's like custom.
Yeah.
I consider that something like ID.
And I saw a picture today of SZA is a new like women's model for Jordan brand.
Who?
SZA?
Who was that? Oh, SZA. SZA.
Not Caesar. SZA. How do you say it?
SZA.
What did I say?
Caesar? I don't know.
Marvel, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. For somebody who re-released, I guess, the Pigeon in such a simple colorway, it didn't do anything. Like you can't be that aware of stuff like that and not incorporate it somehow. Yeah. I mean, like you gotta give these people the opportunity. Now I'm sure, what's his name? Mitch, whatever. Mosh. I'm sure they make a decent living. Like I'm sure he's doing just fine. Yeah. But I feel like when you start something like that, the ultimate goal is to be noticed by them and have that opportunity. If your in-house people aren't coming up with anything nearly as creative as that, you talked about the Dragon Ball Z pack with Adidas. I mean, to me, I feel like you gotta have Dragon Ball Z on it.
It's just colorways.
Just the colorways isn't enough for me.
But I think it's.
You gotta have that on there.
But a custom to me is something specific and special to one person. Like it's going to Mosh or going to one of these guys and being like, hey, I want to take this shoe and I want to do this to it. I want it to be an homage to this, or I want it to reflect this part of my personality, or and like those kind of things can't be mass produced because it's only specific and special to one person. So it's hard to make something that is special to everybody and can be released to the general public.
Yeah, but we talk about like the shoe surgeon. Ideas of his. It doesn't gotta be like the paint and all that. Like, shoe surgeon did for some odd reason. What are the which ones?
The pie tops.
Which one is that?
That's the new Pizza Hut shoes.
He did do that trash, but that's just nonsense.
You can order a pizza from a shoe and you call it trash. You don't have to get up off the couch.
First of all, I hope that the Pizza Hut shoe, you push it and it orders from a better pizza restaurant. Like, that'd be tight. All right. Pizza Hut.
We ain't getting no Pizza Hut sponsorship.
I don't want a Pizza Hut. Like, and it pauses the TV, puts the TV on mute so you can order it. Like, that's nonsense.
Yeah. You don't want to miss the game while you eat.
Yeah, okay.
Like technology, bro.
It's
Get with
ideas.
Just because you're a broke Jaguar don't mean you have to hate on technology.
That Jaguar is trash. He did the Velcro for the JTH, right?
JTH.
Like didn't he come up with like a pair with the Velcro strap comes off?
He did, and they are fucking super dope. He did a limited run for Nice Kicks of the black cement that he made into a JTH with swooshes and a Velcro tongue patch. He made some dope stuff. He made a dope collection for Nice Kicks.
And for some reason, it made the JTH a little bearable.
The JTH is fire.
Okay, I'm going to say this. The shoe doesn't suck. It's just dumb and unnecessary. Like, what the heck does Justin Timberlake have to have a sneaker for?
Because he's Justin Timberlake.
It doesn't make any sense.
Because he's Justin Timberlake.
Anyways, Yeezy 2 Don C stuff. What is that supposed to be?
I don't know if it's specifically Don C.
Is it actually confirmed?
Modeling. or
I don't know.
taking on the Yeezy 2. I don't know what it is, but it's rumored that there's supposed to be a Yeezy 2 that's releasing HOH exclusive. So I don't think it would be a Don C, because if it was a Don C, it wouldn't be HOH exclusive. So there's been like different reports of like what this is. There's been some people saying that it's going to be a Don C Yeezy 2. Some people saying that it's just a new colorway of the Yeezy 2 that's coming out to HOH exclusively. Nobody really knows. That's about all we know.
Can they call it a Yeezy 2?
They actually own the word Yeezy. Like when he went to Adidas, there was talks at the very beginning that they would have to spell it with an I. It would be Y-E-Z-I.
Right. Okay.
And the samples actually were, like when in the first sample tag runs, it was spelled with an I.
That's right.
I don't know how they came to the terms on that, but I mean, Nike's very smart. Nike owns all of the rights to all of that stuff. That is actually, are we done with that topic? Because I have another topic that I forgot on the list.
Well, no, we haven't said anything yet. You haven't.
Oh, okay.
Which you just made a good point about the Nike, probably super smart and owns all that.
Yes.
We could actually go back and probably say Nike might have approached these customizers before, but they probably wanted to take too much. They probably wanted to like own all the ideas. Like, we never know. I don't know what these conversations have taken place or not. But I'm sure Nike is like about their business, like you said.
Well, that is the reason for a specific person that has now actually been confirmed to me by multiple sources that has left Nike brand, Nike Jordan brand.
Which is true. Adidas gives freedom. So,
well, you
could say Drake.
So Drake, from what I've heard from multiple people, Drake has finalized his deal with Adidas. One of the biggest things that Drake did when he signed his Jordan contract was he did not allow them to have any control or ownership over OVO. So he owns all the rights and everything to OVO. It has nothing to do with Jordan or Nike. They have no control over anything OVO related, which was an issue that Nike kind of had with the contract to begin with.
Sure they did.
So he has finalized his deal with Adidas. From what I've heard, he has contractual obligations left under Jordan brand, and obviously has to finish out his contract, which I believe is a couple more months before
probably playoffs.
Before anything will be final and they can announce the deal. But from what I understand and what I've heard, the Drake Adidas deal is done, and he is leaving Jordan brand effective end of his Jordan contract, and it was based on just that, like the creative control and them wanting.
Well, you heard it here. From
Breaking news.
Breaking news out of somebody else's mouth to Ryan Eaters out of his mouth.
Yes.
I mean, that'd be dope. I mean, we'll see how that goes. But back to the Yeezy 2 real quick. Do you guys want the Yeezy 2 to drop again?
If I can get it.
You do? Really?
I love the Yeezy 2s.
We've had this discussion before about like legends. I kind of like, we're running out of these legendary sneakers. Like, they're just dropping them. Like,
but okay, so let me ask you this. Yeezy 2s in whatever, I don't know, 5 years, 6 years, won't be wearable
I had
anymore.
Yeezy 2s.
They won't be wearable anymore. So should it just should nobody ever be able to enjoy it ever again? Like, it's why we get Jordan retros. Like a black cement, if it only released in 89, 88 and never came back out again.
That's different.
No, it's not different because you're saying it's a legendary
100%.
shoe. So like, why can't a new generation be able to enjoy the shoe?
Because, I mean, yes, you're right. I'm not wrong. You're not wrong.
Well, no, I'm asking
want
you.
That.
But
I want it.
You want it to never come out again.
I want it
for it to be the 2011 release, and that's it. It stays in 2011. It never comes out again.
Let's put it this way. I just bought Air Barrages that came out when I was in.
But you can't wear them. Would you like to have a pair that you could wear? If they retro next year, would you buy them to wear them?
No. Because plenty of Deion Sanders retroed, and we've bought those multiple times, and I'm not wearing those.
So then I guess
just saying
what
that,
is
like,
the value of having the OG to you that you can't even wear?
Because that's just my thing.
Well, is this like your thing with the Kennedy? How it was like that Grail that was out there, but once it re-released and you got it, it wasn't as special?
Is this about you playing the game?
Now,
because like what are Yeezy 2 still going for? Like 5,000?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that like a Yeezy 2 to me has no significance of like being special. Like, it's not. I'm talking about. There's nothing behind it besides just Kanye's. It's nothing. He has no. I mean, besides being a recording artist, it's not the same as like a Jordan. I guess there's nothing behind it. Like it's just like I don't know. I personally,
You don't put a Yeezy 2 on a level of a Jordan?
Heck no. I don't put a Yeezy 2. You can't put stuff like that on the level of like Jordans. You just can't.
Why?
Because we're talking about somebody who accomplished something so great that his sneakers, like he made his sneakers what they are. If Jordan was trash, Jordans wouldn't be Jordans.
If Kanye wasn't one of the greatest artists of all time, Yeezys wouldn't be Yeezys. Like,
he's one of the greatest artists of all time, but he's not big enough. There's no reason why we should love Yeezy shoes the way we do. There's absolutely no reason.
But we do.
But we don't know why we do. Like, there's no reason for us to like Yeezys the way we do.
But we do.
Yes, but why?
Is there a reason that we should love Jordans the way that we do?
There's a reason why cement 3s are cement 3s.
Why?
Because it's one of the greatest shoes of all time.
Why?
Because Michael Jordan made them one of the greatest things of all time. He's one of the greatest athletes of all time.
Okay.
Yeezy hasn't, like, there's no reason for us to love Yeezys that much. Period. There's no reason.
But we do.
But
so there is a reason.
No, it's the reason is because we just can't control ourselves. That's what it is. It's been labeled as special. We have to have it. Now, if you're going to label it that way, leave it that way. Leave it special. I don't ever want an undefeated 4 to drop. Ever. A Lightning 4, drop that. That's whatever. Undefeated 4, real Eminem 4s, leave it alone. For what? Like, let us have those like legendary stories. Like it's still dope to me if we go to a sneaker show and somebody has Red Octobers and they got them and they're just sitting there. I think that's still tight. There's nothing anymore. Chanel, Pharrell, Human Races. Don't ever come out with those. Leave those the way they are. Like, why can't we have something like that that's just like, man.
There's lots of things like that.
Man, stop.
There's Jordan PEs. There was undefeated. There's lots of things. What I don't understand is why undefeated sell for more than, like 5 times more than Jordan PEs that are super limited. Like Sean Marion PE 5s, one of the dopest PEs ever in existence. You can get them for like $3,000 and you have to pay $30,000 for an undefeated, and there's 5 or 10 pairs of Sean Marion P's in existence.
Yeah, I don't understand.
PJ Tucker has 2 of them.
Yeah.
Wait, he has 2?
He's got the black ones and the white ones. So yes, technically he does have 2.
We're gonna get to that too. So y'all want Yeezy 2s to release in some form at some point?
Yeah.
Why not? I don't know why. I don't know. I don't, but I mean, I'll be there trying. I'll be grabbing every raffle ticket. Y'all be clicking and grabbing stuff. I know that.
Well, hopefully they do it again where it just drops and doesn't tell anybody.
That's what I would like. All right. You know, it's funny. People get so mad when that happens. Like, they say, yo, you just put them on the shelves, fam. Don't even tell nobody. Yeah, all right. When they drop on sneakers
and you're a half hour away.
Nike's on that bullshit. Nike's on that BS again.
Bro.
When Justin Timberlake's dropped and nobody was paying attention and nobody cared.
I cared.
What sucked, though, for when those dropped in the Super Bowl is that it didn't matter what the event was. I was like, this sneakers out. I'm like, watching a game.
Academy Awards. You're like, oh shit, there's Academy Awards Nikes, bro.
I told you
All-Star
guys.
Game.
All-Star Game. I said, All-Star Game. I know it. I said, something's happening. I'm like this.
So when Kobe won the Oscar, you're like, they're going to release something right now.
Kobe Oscars.
I didn't even know Kobe was up for an Oscar.
Oscars.
Is an Oscar better than an NBA championship?
No.
I don't know.
No.
Not
if you're an athlete.
Oscars. Less people get Oscars, I guess. You have a less chance of getting an Oscar than you do an NBA title.
Okay, who do you think's a great actor?
I mean, if you make it.
Like
a great
He said I read
there's
something.
a list that says like Kobe has more Oscars than Leonardo DiCaprio, George Clooney,
and Brad Pitt combined or something.
Because
so Kobe's the greatest of all time after that Oscar win. Kobe's the greatest.
Because Kobe's already number 2.
I didn't know that Kobe. LeBron's better than Kobe. I didn't know that Kobe only has 1 regular season MVP. I thought he had 2.
Kobe only has 1?
He only has 1 regular season MVP.
I think that's right. Yeah.
What year was that? 08? Was that or Nash won 08?
Nash won 04, 05, and 05, 06.
Then Kobe had to win.
Nash wasn't here yet in 05. He came in 2005. Now I think Nash won
05.
04,
No, he
05
came here
season.
summer 2005.
I don't know.
I think Nash won 06, 07, and 07, 08. Steve Nash is the greatest point guard of all time.
Agreed.
What?
To me.
You two are so biased. The greatest point guard of all time. Like,
Don't say
what?
If you're gonna say Lonzo Ball, again,
right.
LeVar Ball.
The greatest point guard of all time. I think I said this when me and Jay did
Jason
an episode. I think I said John Stockton.
Steve Nash better than John Stockton. If you're gonna say the greatest of all time, then you got to say
That's debatable.
Steve Nash better than John Stockton.
That's debatable.
Steve Nash better than John Stockton. If you're gonna say the greatest of all time and you're gonna say Magic, okay, I'll listen.
Yeah, I mean Magic. I mean, if you want to say point guard, Magic was such
But
an all-around
he was
athlete.
6'9". Like that shouldn't count.
Really,
Like,
if you said like top 5 all time, Magic's in that. Like, but point guard, pure point guard, what'd it say?
04 to 02. Oh, I guess he did come somewhere 04.
So then he won which years?
04, 05, 05, 06. It was back to back.
No, he was named MVP. Yeah, 05, 06, 06, 07.
And which one did he steal from Shaq?
The second one.
The second one he stole from Shaq. You agree? He stole that from
Shaq's
Shaq.
salty. Shaq's so
So
salty.
what?
He's so salty about that.
Because Shaq is very disrespected when it comes to when you talk about basketball players.
Shaq is also very disrespectful. Yeah, he talks shit to Charles Barkley all the time, and Charles Barkley is better than Shaq.
Okay, first of all, Barkley gives Shaq a hard time. There's a lot of times Shaq be about to ready to put hands on Barkley sometimes.
Charles Barkley
be loose.
better than Shaquille O'Neal
At basketball?
at everything in life.
No.
Shaquille O'Neal's not that good at basketball. He's just a large.
He's just a large
man.
person.
All right, you guys are
You
talking
can't even hit a
crazy
free
now.
throw.
You guys are talking crazy.
Bro, if I was as big as Shaquille O'Neal, I'd dominate.
Is Shaq top 10 all time?
Centers? Yeah.
Okay, I said top 10 basketball players all time.
No.
Stop it. You're being crazy disrespectful.
He's not.
Jordan doesn't consider Kobe a top 10 all time.
Kobe's better than Shaq.
I guess.
Dwayne Wade's better than Shaq.
Well, see, you're talking about a basketball player and having basketball skills. I said he doesn't have any basketball skills. He's just a large man.
How could you say Shaq doesn't have basketball skills?
Because 90% of his baskets were dunks.
You know who else better than Shaq?
What does that matter?
You know who else better than Shaq?
People act like dunking was illegal. Like,
No, I'm not saying that.
You know who else better than Shaq? Yao Ming.
No.
Okay. It's just, that's why I, can't
watched
take you serious
I watched
sometimes.
the craziest.
That's why I can't take you
I watched the
serious
craziest
sometimes.
video about Yao Ming about how he was created by the Chinese government. Bro, I'm serious. I got down this YouTube wormhole the other day.
You're
Bruh.
a weird person.
I'm telling you, it's
That's why I can't
real.
take you
Watch it. No,
serious.
Chinese government created him. They took this man and this woman that were the biggest Chinese people. They put them together. They had Yao Ming, and then they bred him to play basketball his whole life.
you're
I
a
just
weird
watched the
person.
video,
Was it
bro.
like in Rocky 4 when they.
Yeah,
they were pumping
Ivan
him up?
Drago.
Yeah.
I was like,
Alright.
he's the Ivan Drago of China.
That's
Shanghai.
why-
Confirm this in the comments below that Yao Ming was produced by the Chinese government
That's
take down
why
Shaq.
we
as
have,
part of the as part of like Operation Gold Medal.
That's why
I'm telling
we
you, it's
have,
real. They're probably coming for me now.
That's why we have.
I'm about to go in witness protection.
That's why we have 3 people on this podcast, because you get.
I'm probably gonna have to go in the witness protection program now. If you don't see me next week, and I'm driving a Lexus,
All right, I might be buying a Lexus because I could take that to. Who do Lexus make?
Toyota.
I might take it to Toyota. Though. Yeah, Yeezy 2s. I don't want it to drop, but whatever. We talking about Federers or no?
I mean, we can talk about. I mean, I'm gonna try.
Those are supposed to be PEs. That's what they should be.
I'm gonna
They shouldn't
try.
release- They shouldn't release stuff like that. Like, this should be a PE. Let him have it. Like, make whatever he wants. And keep
The
it.
threes went back up.
You know, PEs just don't even exist anymore.
The threes went back up. They exist.
3 what?
Chris Paul wore a PE last night. Jordan 11.
Those
PEs.
seem to be the only.
Chris Paul wears them. Like, he's like
Yeah.
the only one that gets them.
Did he play in them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I just seen like him warming up, but I didn't know if he actually played in them. PE 11s might be the only ones that actually don't drop like they do. Like,
I mean, they had
just dropped 8
they
years
had
later.
those fives that were
Yeah.
super sick. Remember Chris Paul and Melo had those fives that were dope. Then the red suede 4s that Melo wore to his birthday that year that were
Right.
like eventually
we
turned
thought
into
were gonna be
the
Toro.
Toros. The sample ones that he had were super dope. I think still my favorite PEs have been the blue Chris Paul 5s and the orange Melo 5s were the 2 of my favorite PEs that were ever
You can
done.
probably. I mean, we can just get to PJ Tucker right now. Then
Let's get to PJ Tucker. One of my
you
favorite
guys watched it.
Good thing I
NBA
watched it.
players.
Good thing you watched it.
Of course. I don't watch that show very often.
Shut up, Ryan.
I don't watch that show
One
very
of my
often.
favorite NBA players of all time to me.
So whack. I don't watch it.
Just when I see people, I'm like, I was like, I have to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you thought it was a good episode? I think it was probably hands down probably the best sneaker shopping that they ever did. And
The problem with that show is that there's so many people on there that don't know what
they
they're
don't
talking.
know anything.
There's like, I like this one. Like they get these mumble rappers on there, and they're like,
Right.
Yeah.
I
that
get
one's
YG
cool.
on there. He's all smacked out.
I have. This is the thing. Now, obviously, we don't have a history with PJ Tucker, but we've said some choice things before. Now, my whole thing has always been, I think he should be just as good as Kevin Love and Draymond Green. He has all the same skills to me. All right. I felt like when he was with the Suns, should have been way better. I did. And I felt like sneakers started to overshadow basketball player. In the sneaker shopping, when he started talking about how sometimes we'd be on the court worried they're going to crack.
I was just going to bring
That's
that
a little
up.
crazy.
So
That's crazy.
That's the only issue that I have is when you're in an NBA basketball game, like that's your profession, and you're worried about whether or not the item that you've chose to wear that night is going to, like, that'd be like me going out to do somebody's tax return, like, all right, I think this computer from 1994 is dope as fuck, so I'm going to bring it. I hope that the circuit board doesn't fry in the middle of this tax return. Like, if you're out there in the back of your mind, you're like, I hope that when I cut or when I'm defending this dude, my shoes don't fall apart. When it becomes a distraction, that's where I have an issue. Like, if you, like, wear whatever you want, bro. As long as, like, you think that it's going to hold up and you think that you're going to be able to perform in it, like, nobody's going out racing race cars with tires that might blow at any minute.
Yo,
like,
they'll earn her use these tires, man. These are retro tires.
I'm gonna use these retro Goodyears. I'm using these 98 Goodyear tires on my high performance race car. Hope they hold up. Like,
could you imagine if he was guarding like Kevin Durant at the end of the game and then he cut and his shoe blew out and Durant dunked it and they won the game?
Imagine.
But
could you imagine that happening?
That's the thing. Like, that could happen. Like, that's the only reason I have an issue with this, is because you're wearing stuff that, like, could actually affect the outcome of an NBA game that you're playing in, and that's your profession. Now, I saw an interview with Swaggy P, and this bothered me about him because they were talking about, I forget where
Didn't
where
he wear
I
the
saw
Yeezy
it. He wore the 750s, and they were asking about that. They were like, "Oh man, like you were the first. Like, what if you would have got hurt?" And he was like, "If I would have got hurt, like I would have got hurt. I would have went down to some Yeezys. That's what I told the training staff." And it's like,
no,
you're putting yourself and your team like at risk. Like, they've paid you money. Like, when you're doing that, and like there's a chance that you could get hurt wearing these things, that they're paying you millions of dollars to play a game. Like, if you are putting yourself and your team at jeopardy then I think that's where the issue is. Like, wear whatever you want as long as you can make it through a game.
No way. See, I didn't see that.
And this also pissed me off. He also said, Swaggy P said that he was the one that, like, basically was the reason for people wearing sneakers like he does in the NBA. First of all, Swaggy P, go check out Gilbert Arenas' and Kobe Bryant's free agent sneaker years, because you didn't start shit except for getting sunned by your teammates for being a fucking cheater.
Okay. What? What the heck are you talking about?
When Nick Young, or not Nick Young, when
that's him.
What's his name? When D'Angelo Russell outed it.
Is it Iggy?
Are we sounding feedbacky? I feel like the headphones sound for you. Oh no? Okay, it might be just my stuff. See, now that was my whole issue all the time with PJ Tucker. I said if I was a head coach and PJ Tucker came walking out wearing some shoes from like 1994, oh, you're not ready to play tonight. Like, you're not, your mindset isn't to play tonight. That's how I always looked at it. If Swaggy P is sitting there saying stuff like he told the training staff and them like, yo, you know, bro, you can't play tonight, man. Like, I can't, and I will never take you serious as a basketball player. It's like homeboy that first wore the Supreme sleeve thing. I don't know nothing about him, but he said, like, but I was out there looking fly. Like, it's like, come on, man. Like, and I get it, man. I get they're under strict rules, and you want to go out there and separate yourself. But to me, separating yourself, you got to be in that top 30, 40, 50 player. Like, I look at PJ Tucker's job on the team. He can't be out there wearing trash and trying to guard the best player on the court. He's going to guard the best player on the court majority of the time. I think he's having his best season.
Oh, it's because he's
ever.
on.
Yeah. He's on a, like, I feel like, okay, that was the thing with the Suns too. I said that people were trying to tell me, bro, you don't get it. PJ Tucker has a specific role. Yeah, but on the Suns, we needed more than just that role. Yeah. So it was like, okay, we go out there and get trashed by 30, but he had great defense. See, we needed more than that. So his role didn't fit well with us. Him on the Rockets, it's perfect. You got scores. I don't need PJ Tucker. I don't care if PJ Tucker go out there and get 8, 5, and 10 now. That's what Draymond Green does. Draymond Green doesn't need to go out there and get 15,
guard the best player.
30. Doesn't need to. That's it. Guard the best player. Grab us about 8 rebounds. Gets about 5 assists. A couple steals. Defense. Good. A couple blocks. That's it. That's it. Perfect right now. He is playing exactly how I like. Back to sneaker shopping. I mean, you knew he was going to spend thousands because he has to. Like, he set himself up for that
When you walked in that room,
Yeah, he has to spend more than anybody else. First of all, Scott Disick still spent like 17 though, right? So he still spent under.
He's got 10K just on a coat, or 12K or whatever.
And it might be just difficult because he's looking for like 14, size 14 in there.
Yeah.
So he might not, ain't no telling what he would
plays in 14, wears 13 casually.
So yeah, I think it was a good episode. I thought his explanation about how he wanted to kind of like, kids wear your sneakers on the court.
absolutely, that was the best point.
I think that was the best point.
Like walking in there saying like, I bought shoes back in the day not to collect, to go out and hoop in right away.
Because they're hoop shoes. That's what they're made for. Like, he wears Air Maxes for walking around. That's what Air Maxes are made for.
His pants were crazy on the show, though. He had no
dope.
business wearing. They were dope, but his top was too big. Like, pause.
I like his style.
I don't pay attention to how he dresses, so
But,
he always dresses like athletic gear to me when I see him.
The only thing that bothers me is like when he wears shoes that he has to wonder all game.
Yeah.
If they're gonna fall apart, like when it becomes a distraction, like to your play, that's when I have an issue with it. Because you're getting paid a lot of money to play a game. Like, just at least wear something that isn't gonna cause affect the outcome of the game or ruin my bet.
Okay.
Like players nowadays playing in Jordans, like retro Jordans, I have a problem with that.
You do?
Do you know how heavy those are? Like if you tried to ball in like a Paul George or like, and then go out in a 3, that is so hard to do.
But we said that, I've said that before. I don't know how old you are. You?
I'll be almost 30.
Almost 30. Like that's all I grew up playing in was heavy stuff.
Yeah.
So
I did too.
I don't know. The first like real light basketball show I played in was the KD Splash. That one that was like what model was it? You had the ID made.
4.
KD 4. That was the first light I twisted I couldn't play them. They're too light. I feel like basketball players are better then because they had to play hard. Like it was something about the sturdiness of a sneaker back then versus now. I couldn't imagine playing in that Boost You Wear shoe. I bought that. I can't. There is absolutely no way you could do anything but shoot threes in mid-range jumpers. You can't cut.
Well, that's all you do in the NBA now anyways.
That's all you do.
Basically, that's all you do in the NBA right now. And Swaggy P is one of those people who he doesn't do nothing else. So he can do a Yeezy blush, whatever.
I mean, I couldn't play in like a David Robinson Commander or whatever they were called, but I could play in a 5 or a 4 or probably
I couldn't do that anymore.
I could definitely.
I was playing in the Kyries, which are my favorite, and I just got a pair of Paul Georges, and I like those too. And I thought those were going to be too low, but the Kyrie 2 are my favorite to ball in.
I will tell you what surprisingly, when I wore them, was a way better basketball shoe than I ever imagined it to be was the Jordan 1s.
To play basketball?
Yes.
Are you crazy? See, you can't base that off you just had one great game in them.
I played in them a couple times. I used to play in my black toes before they skyrocketed. Now I wish I didn't play in them.
I still play in Jason Kidd's, the Air Flight 95s.
You don't play.
But if I decide to go back and play,
You won't even play me.
I'll play you anytime.
Let's
Actually,
go.
you're right. I don't know, man. I'm terrified of being hurt. We already talked about
Let's go.
this.
I won't hand check you. George can call fouls. If I get too close.
Man, George probably be on Twitter. He won't even pay attention. I wear Derrick Rose 1s, Flight 95s.
There's your problem. If you wear Derrick Rose, you're going to get hurt. No wonder you were so afraid of getting hurt. You're wearing Derrick Roses.
They got weight, dude. They're like heavy bricks.
Yeah, they tear tendons out of your knees.
But shout out to PJ Tucker.
Shout out to PJ Tucker. Shout out to Complex, Joe LaPuma. Shout out to everybody.
I mean, I'm sure PJ Tucker is aware of stuff we've said before.
You've said.
Oh, okay. So I can't be kicking with. I can't do that. Though. You're Benedict Arnold, bro. You a traitor, bro. You see, I ride
DJ
with
Clark
him.
Kent.
He gets out of control. I
Judas.
ride with him. I ride with him when he gets out of control. He don't ride with nobody, though. I can't have Ryan on my team.
I like PJ.
Okay, I didn't ever
He's a
said
nice
I never
guy.
liked him. Never ever. Not one time
He's just
ever.
misunderstood.
All right. Is there anything else we're talking about today?
I think that's all we're talking about. We got our top 10 list
I
still
can't think of
to
anything
go.
else.
Wait,
You make a list?
You have the list.
Got like 7.
7.
You got
I think
the
that's
list.
everything.
We talked about the Vapor Maxes. We talked about the Wave Runner. We talked about the Yeezy 2s. Talked about the Federers. Talked about PJ. We talked about everything on our list. We talked about Drake. We talked about your surprise topic. I can't remember what it was with that.
Oh, Jeff Staple?
Jeff Staple.
Surprise topic. Did you see Kawhi might leave Jordan Brand?
Kawhi might leave everything.
Yeah, I honestly
Kawhi might
think
leave the
he's a lot.
Spurs. He might leave the.
He just said
Spurs
today.
fan.
He just said today he wants to stay a Spur for life. Though
Okay, because
he
he
kinda-
seems to be kind of scared to play.
he's kind of a weirdo.
Bruh.
Oh, he's a
him and what's his name? That dude that I said yesterday that I forgot about already. Markel Fultz. He's a weirdo too.
Yeah, he's a weird person too.
They had breakdowns. They might never be the same again.
They said Fultz is like got a head case. Like something's like he's just not right.
yes.
And I'm gonna tell you this. I
Derrick
said
Rose.
that a long time ago. I said there's people with certain eyes. When they look at the eyes, pause. You look at the eyes, you can see it in them.
You love credit.
No.
Did you say it on December 7th of last year?
I said this a long time ago. George said he's gonna be so great. I said, bro, look at his face. Is something off? Him and Ingram on the Lakers.
Yeah,
I said, it's something about their eyes, fam. They don't got that look of like, I'm coming to hoop. Josh Jackson the other night.
You
Friday,
hated on Josh Jackson.
I hated on
your horse
hated
out
on
of your horse out of
Hated
the
on
your horse out of the last
the
year's
gate,
draft class
De'Aaron Fox.
was De'Aaron Fox.
and he's still doing okay. He's in Sacramento.
He ain't Ben Simmons. He ain't Josh Jackson.
Of course, he's not big.
I don't count Ben Simmons as a rookie.
Ben Simmons is
He's not
a
from this
stud.
class because he didn't get drafted this past year.
You're
you
right.
know?
No.
I'll never call another man a
Come on.
stud. No. Ever.
Did you go to that website? Mignon?
Man, stop. But yeah, I there's a lot of players out there. I'm telling you, you could just look at them for the draft. If an NBA team, NFL teams want me to help them out, I look close and go to the combine. I'm like, yo, come here, look at your face.
Look me in the eyes.
Look at me in your face, fam.
Look me in my eye. Let me get
ain't making
you'd be
it.
like, let me get on the step stool and look you in the eye.
You ain't making it. You right. I'm gonna come down. Come down here.
Hang on. Let me get a ladder. I'm gonna look you in the
Down
eyes.
here. Let me see that face.
Get on your knees.
Oh
Pause.
no. All right. All right. Top 10 releases of 2018
To us.
to us. Any honorable mentions?
Yes, honorable mentions. Kyrie 4 All-Stars.
You got some, Andy?
You guys go first.
Kyrie,
I got
Kyrie 4 All-Star. Honorable
jog
mention.
my memory.
Bape Lillards. Honorable mention. Gold toe 1s and free throw line 3s.
Okay, this is the problem with your list already. Those all literally came out this month or last month. Like, you
There's only been 2
There's only
months.
been 2 months in a year.
never mind.
That's why it was hard. I was like, what has come out this
Never
year?
mind. Never mind.
Those literally all came out in the last 2 months.
Okay, no. Let's put it this way.
It's too soon.
No,
It's too soon.
no.
It's too
Let's
soon.
put it this way. They all came at the exact same weekend. All right. Every single one came at the exact same weekend.
Pretty much everything has come out.
No.
that weekend.
Then my list must be fired.
Your list must be trash.
No, my list is a realistic list. Your list is the extreme hype beast list.
No, it's not.
I have no honorable mentions. I'm sure you don't have any then. I'm going to go first at number 10.
Go ahead.
Do you mind?
Yeah.
My bottom 5. Number 10. I have that Foamposite Galaxy, whatever that is.
Trash.
Let me tell you why I like it. Because
You drew a picture of it.
there hasn't been a Foamposite in a while. I thought the Chinese New Year's were okay. No, we can't wear foams, obviously.
What are the Chinese New Year foams?
They were like really shiny, and they're like fireworks on them or something like that. They're
You
pretty
talking about
nice.
the 5s? Or the 6s?
Foamposites, man. I thought the Galaxy foam was okay. I thought it was fine. I didn't think it was trash. I thought it was worth. I think it's one of the better ones this year. It's fine. Number 9, I got Jordan 13 Olives. Very underrated. I don't understand why nobody likes those. Like,
They don't suck. I saw them in person last week.
they're
They
a
don't suck.
great looking shoe.
They're a nice shoe.
I'm glad I bought those. Like,
I'll buy them eventually for super cheap. Like they got to be under 80 for me to buy them. But I'll buy them.
Well, you go buy a beat up pair. I got Jordan 1 Bread Toe number 8.
Okay.
Just
You
because
didn't even move for it. Andy might be able to hook you up with a pair. I heard he's got a pair for sale.
I don't. I don't think it's the greatest thing ever. It's obviously one of the better. It's just we've seen the look forever. I don't care what the toe color is. It's the exact same shoe we've seen forever.
Yes.
Period.
I agree.
Number 7, I got Flyknit trainers. I like those. They're casual.
Black,
wears.
white?
I don't understand why everybody loves them as much the way they do. Besides Kanye wore them, but that's another thing too. It doesn't make any sense. Like just because Kanye. Anyways, number 6, I got Jordan 4 Levi's, and I thought about putting them a little higher, but I think they're hard to wear. Probably, I can't see. Denim shoes have never been appealing to me. The only ones I ever thought were okay were the Ronnie Feig salvage denims. I thought those were okay. But I can't
That's
wear
one of the
denim
greatest
shoes.
aces of all time.
It's a possibility. I wouldn't disagree with it. I'm sure I could think of better ones, but I wouldn't disagree with it. Ryan, number 10.
Number 10. I agree with you. Flyknit trainer, black, white. Yeezy. The Yeezy trainer. Number 9. One that you'll hate. OVO Jordan 8 pack.
I mean,
It's one of the greatest.
I think
Eights
your
of all
list, you just thought off top of your head. You didn't really look up anything off the top of your head. That's why that stuff is on here. Go ahead.
Number 8, Air Max 180 Ultramarines.
Yeah, you thought off the top of your head.
I like that shoe. That's always I've always liked.
No, you didn't.
180s.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, I remember when Ultramarines re-released like a couple years ago. You didn't care for them that much. Even right now, you're like, I don't care about these. And then all of a sudden, like that Saturday, later on in the day, you're like, bro, I'm trying to give me a pair of these. And I was like, I got like 2 or 3 of them in the house.
Yeah, I got them from the plug.
Go ahead.
Number 7, Yeezy 500 Blush. Yeezy 500 Blushes are dope, and I'm surprised you don't like them more because they have basically.
I didn't say they suck.
They have basically the feet you wear sole.
They have everything I like. I didn't say they suck. I like them, but they're not out yet. 1, 2.
Oh, they're in production, bro.
Well, they don't get them to what, November? What is it? October?
No, it's February 2022. I get them.
Wait, I'm sorry. What?
Bruh, they come this month.
Oh, I'm like, what?
They ship in April. Yeah, it's a 4-year in the making pre-order.
Like,
That's the LeVar Ball special.
I'm like, I definitely missed that.
They come at the same time. Yeah, they come at the same time as your Big Baller brand.
I'm like, I definitely missed that Yeezy
as
Mafia
your
tweet.
as your Zo2s.
They don't suck, but
Number 6, Jordan 1 Bretto.
okay.
You got it 8.
Safe.
You got it 8. Where'd you have it? 8.
I had it at 8.
8. Okay.
You must got Jordan 4 Levi's high.
A little higher. Yeah.
Andy, what do you got?
All right. I added a few right here real quick. I'll go 10, the foams. They're cool. I wouldn't wear
They're
them,
cool.
but
Yeah, of course, we're not wearing
yeah.
those.
9, the Olive 13s. They're dope too.
You just wrote your list
covered my
down.
list.
You just wrote your list down. He was like, oh yeah, yep, okay. This is Greg's.
Wait, what'd you say next? No, just kidding. I'm gonna say the Epic Reacts.
Oh, that's a dark horse.
I thought about it, but
I haven't worn them yet, but I feel like the hype about them.
you have them?
No, I haven't worn them yet. Or, I don't have them. I haven't tried them on or
Tried 'em on
anything.
yet?
Yeah,
Me neither.
But if George says they're better than Boost,
wait, did George say that?
yeah.
Everybody that I talked to said they're better than Boost.
No, you were the only one that said that.
I haven't tried them on yet.
Epic Reacts. Which one? Oh, Epic Reacts. I'm thinking of Vaporflies.
No.
Oh,
Zoom
yeah,
Fly.
okay. Yeah, George said that.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Zoom flies are better than
shoot, I
Boost,
mean,
and
right.
Epic Reactor is supposed to be better than Zoom flies.
I'm going to write yours down. I just write mine down.
Yeah.
Next, I'm gonna go the Bread Toes because they're good.
So
yeah.
7.
Yeah.
And then 6, I'll say the trainers, the Kanye
Flying
trainers. Yep.
trainers. Number 5. I have that Adidas NMD neighborhood with the like little teeth.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are okay.
I'm not a fan of those.
You know,
I like the.
I tried to get
I like
them a
the
couple
Aniki
times.
or whatever it's called now. I595.
I do think that one's
I think that
pretty
one's
good.
better.
I think that one's really good. Number 4, I got the Nike Vapor Utility, and I have the navy blue ones. I sold that on Sneakers app. They're like high in the drawstring. I think those are underrated. I think
underrated,
they're
I think.
really
think they're
nice
underrated.
shoes.
Here's my problem with VaporMax is I was talking to somebody that worked at Nike about them, and I was like, so have you seen any that like the bubble pops? He's like, oh yeah, bubble pops, you're fucked. Like bubble pops, like you're on the floor. Like you can't, if a bubble pops, unless it's in the middle, like if the front or the back air unit pops, there's no like stem in there. You can never wear them again.
But that's what makes them what they are.
But that's also like, because I was like in my other group chat, I was talking to the guys about, they were like, what do you prefer? And I was like, I prefer VaporMax over Boost, but it doesn't have longevity. Like you can keep a Boost in the closet for like 4 or 5 years, pull it out and wear it. Like a VaporMax, I feel like if you put it in the closet, like you have to buy it and wear it now. You can't like hold on to it and then wear it later.
We don't know that yet. It's hard to say.
How many Air shoes have you pulled out of the closet? The air bubble still is intact after like.
I don't know because I've never had one that's exposed. Like that joint is the entire thing. Now, like those right there, you put them in the closet for about a good 5, 8, I don't know how many years.
The air bubble was clouded and the air seeped out.
It's clouded and like you just push it and it cracks.
Yes.
I don't
That's
know
what
if
I'm
that's
saying.
possible
Like,
with VaporMax.
I don't know.
So I have the Air Max 13s. Those were one of my favorite ones. That had the big bubble on the back.
Max 13.
They had like the Red October ones.
Red October.
I'll show
Air
you.
Max 13. What's Air Max 13?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
They
do,
have
like,
a
all the
big bubble
flyknits
on it. They have big bubbles on it. They're still wearable, so
But is there air in it?
yeah.
It's the air still. I don't know. I mean, I would hope that if because like we have so much shit that like I don't wear my stuff all the time. Like I might not wear. I bought 3 pairs. I might not wear a pair for like 2 years. I don't know. I've worn the green ones one time.
That'll be fun.
So like I'm nervous that I'll pull it out to wear 5 years from now, and it'll just be like.
I don't think so.
I don't have to get a soul swap.
I don't understand how people pop air bubbles. I never understood that. Like, those ones.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
I don't think stuff like that. I think that stuff like that takes like 10, 15 years to get like trashed.
I hope.
I have some at the house. I got like some Tailwinds from '92, I think. Oh, but it's inside.
I need Tailwind retros. Tailwinds were one of my favorite shoes.
You could have some of mine.
Tailwind Tune, the Tailwind Tune Air.
I need stabs.
Tailwind retros.
Number 3, I got Black Cement 3s.
Yes.
It's a good one. And number 2, I got N Clothing, the Gel Life 3 Misos.
Just came out.
Those are like one of the better Asics that have dropped in them.
So number 1,
very
has to
long
be
time.
Justin Timberlake halftime.
No. And number 1, I got the Air Max 98. I think it's Cone. The ones that come out this weekend. The orange, blue, those vibrant colors.
Those are actually fire.
Those are fire. And they already dropped the end a long time ago, and I could have bought them off there, but I was too busy.
They actually, I actually looked on eBay. You can get them for like $220 on eBay, which isn't bad if you miss out, because I think they're $180, so they'll be like $195 shipped.
Yeah.
So I would pay $220 if I
think I might try for those this weekend. Though. I should have bought them off in, but I wasn't trying to buy stuff. It was that period of time when like Cement 3s and all this stuff was dropping. It was like, okay, I can't spend any money.
I actually got a picture of them from somebody today who had them in hand, and they look even better in pictures than they did.
Oh yeah, they're fire.
They're dope.
I don't know how to wear them, but
I don't know how to wear them. I mean, you have to wear if you wore if you wore tech pants. If you wore tech pants with these, and then over the tech pants you wore Phoenix Sun shorts, and then you wore a Miami Dolphins hoodie.
All right,
it'd be lit. You'd be lit.
Yes. You should design for Supreme. What you got?
Supreme, hit me up. I got ideas, fam.
They don't even have ideas. They just do whatever they want because they know they.
Now I do what I want.
All right, that's not how that goes either. Go ahead.
Yes, it is.
I guess so.
That's how it goes. Little Uzi Vert.
All right. Go ahead.
Number 5, the Pharrell Human Race Holly Pack. I think the tie-dye ones are really dope.
Yeah.
I think the tie-dye Pharrell might be the best Human Race, except for the fact that I don't really like the trail bottoms.
Hate that trail bottom.
If it was a regular bottom, it would be the best Human Race.
Why did they just go to the trail bottom so
I don't know, but those blank canvas joints that I got are bricks. They are so heavy.
Well, give them to me then.
I'm going to wear them, but they are heavy as shite. Like, they're fucking super heavy. They're like 5 pounds. I can do curls with them. I'm gonna be jacked.
I don't know if I should help you on Supreme, bro.
Go ahead. You help me with shit that you don't want. Why would I give you shoes that I want? Like, I tried them because I wanted them. I know you're not helping me.
You want those?
Yes, I did.
Man, stop it. You just try for everything. You'd have never said at one point you wanted those.
Yes, and I want the tie-dye Hollies so bad.
Yeah, okay.
Number 4, Air Jordan 4 Levi's, appropriately placed. Number 3.
Appropriately placed. My 3s were at 3.
Number 3, undefeated Kobe 1 Proto green camos. I think that's one of the
Kobe 1s are wearable.
I think you can wear those. You could wear them with tech pants.
They're just big. Stop it.
Put some gray tech pants on, gray tech hoodie, throw those on, camo Supreme hat.
Yeah,
let's rock.
To like warm-ups because you got a game. Like that's what you wear that stuff to.
Let's rock. Number 2. One of the greatest shoes of the year from one of the greatest halftime performances of all time. To me, Justin Timberlake halftime Jordan 3s.
You're the only person that thinks that halftime show is even a top 10.
Everybody thinks
it's not even a top 10.
It's a top.
Unless Andy Green shows that way.
It was okay.
It was so whack. He looked old.
Him and Beyonce have 2 of the greatest halftime performances.
He looked old.
And what's his name? What's
he couldn't spin. His dance moves looked achy.
What's that one dude?
Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars, yes. Those top 3 right there.
Prince, Michael Jackson. There's so many. All right, that blow that one out the water.
You can't say Michael Jackson and blow in the same sentence. It's not legal.
What's your number 1?
Number 1, honestly, might be the best sneaker release of 2018. The Black Cement 3s.
Yeah, they're really good.
They're really good.
And I hate 3s.
They're really good. Have you like put yours on your feet?
No, they're still in the trunk, so Jaguar probably stole them.
Some dude at Jaguar is changing your tires in them.
They've been in the trunk ever since I picked them up, but I did look at them. I was like, God, these things are nice.
So nice. The freaking felt on the inside, bro. It might be the nicest felt ever used
I
on a
look
shoe.
awful in threes, but I just felt like I had, like, I feel like you have to.
The material they did I was nervous because of how terrible the True Blue threes were. They knocked the black cement threes out of the park. They are amazing quality. They did a great job.
And I feel like they're still like, I mean, you get paid for like $235. I don't think
and
that's expensive.
I actually like these a lot better
that's cheap now.
than I thought I would.
Well, retail is 200, so after tax, you're only
Oh,
paying
they were
like
200?
Yeah.
Oh,
So they were
okay, never mind.
217.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
217
That's
after
right.
tax.
Yeah.
I thought they were 180 for some, 160.
No.
Oh,
But True Blues are 220. So
it's crazy because the freaking like
these are growing on me.
my price market
I
now
wouldn't know
like
what to wear those with.
You got to get tech
$235.
pants, tech pants, and a Charlotte Hornets sweatshirt.
Tech pants
The
are like,
Larry Johnson.
Larry
jersey.
Johnson jersey.
that wouldn't even match. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Why wouldn't it match?
A Larry
This should be
Johnson
the
jersey
D-backs
would not
teal.
match that.
Then you can wear it.
D-backs jersey might go with that.
Why wouldn't a Larry Johnson jersey? That's what the colors.
No,
That's a Charlotte Hornets color. This looks like a Charlotte Hornets PE color, PE shoe. This looks like if what's his
The
name
blue's
got
too
traded to the
light.
Hornets.
The blue's way too.
What's the dude that balls in these? If he got traded to the Hornets,
Oh,
this is
you
what he
talking
wear.
about Cephalosa.
Cephalosa. If Cephalosa got traded to the Hornets, he'd be rocking these.
Plays at MX 90s though.
Yeah.
Oh.
How does he do that?
I don't know.
I actually read an article about that. He was talking about how
Isn't
when he
his
got it was like he got
ankles all
hurt.
jacked
Yeah,
up?
he like got hurt, and so he was when he did all his rehab. He was rehabbing in the '90s, and because of like the stability and just the way that the shoe like worked for his rehab, he started wearing it on the court. Yeah, he like broke his
impossible.
ankle, or was it he, like broke his ankle or broke his foot or something? But
He's still in Atlanta.
I think he's in Utah.
I don't know.
Oh.
Dude, I didn't know Jason Terry still played in the NBA. I meant to text you that the other day. I had no idea he was still
knew
in the
he was
NBA
there.
team. He's
I
like
did too.
76.
Okay.
He should be on the 76ers.
He's the oldest in the league, or is it Vince Carter still the oldest? Or
Well,
both?
Between
Vince
him,
Carter
I think
is-
from that draft class, it's just those two and Dirk left.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
Vince
Dirk.
Carter.
Dirk only got one leg left.
Vince Carter's been the oldest in the league
17
for a
of that.
while. So if Jason Terry's been playing and Jason Terry hasn't caught up, that's not how ages work. So Jason Terry is not going to catch him as the oldest player until he retires.
No. Vince Carter Hall of Famer?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I think so. All right.
But Nice Kick posted yesterday, and this one had me scratching my head last night. They posted a
I can see you at your
picture.
house on your bed by yourself. They did what?
They posted a picture of Melo. Is Melo a Hall of Famer?
Of course Melo's a Hall of Famer. Don't be ridiculous. Vince Carter's not then if Melo isn't. Stop it.
They both are.
Melo is Stephon Marbury.
Stephen Marbury is because of China.
I said
that-
Marbury would be, and you guys argued with me.
Because of China, he will be.
Stephon Marbury is this
In
generation.
the NBA Hall of Fame?
No, that's
Or the
it's
Naismith is everything.
It's everything.
Melo is
Like Yao Ming's
this-
in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. And
He
I don't
played
think
like
Yao
3
Ming shouldn't
seasons.
be.
Yeah, he was also genetically
Yes, he was
created in a Chinese lab, and they give him drugs to be a good basketball player. I watched this whole video. I'm telling you, Shanghai. Just comment
But
below.
you think Grant Hill's a Hall of Famer? I don't.
I think Grant Hill's a Hall of.
He is too because of the college career.
Yeah, I mean the college career. I think. That's what-
Let's talk NBA career.
I mean, that's what the Hall of Fame is, though.
I want
There's a-
I want Grant Hill to be a Hall of Famer because I think Grant Hill seems like an amazing person. But based on playing and
man.
because of like his longevity, like after all
Longevity does
of those terrible injuries that he started his career
Right.
with, like the fact that he rebounded and was able to play as long as he did is something, like
And redefined his play. Too,
yeah,
'cause-
like I mean, that was something that like Anthony Hardaway couldn't do. Like Anthony Hardaway lasted a while in the NBA, but he was
definitely not a Hall
never
of Famer.
not. He's not a Hall of Famer. If Anthony Hardaway never got hurt, Anthony Hardaway might be one of the top 15, top 20 basketball players of all time.
Possibly.
If Grant Hill hadn't got hurt, I think Grant Hill might be the top.
Suns might have
top
a
10, top
championship.
15.
If Hardaway never got hurt.
We had Grant Hill and Hardaway on the Suns.
And we've had everybody on the Suns. We've had Vince Carter, we've had Shaquille O'Neal, we've had Stephon Marbury, we had Jason Kidd, we've had
Nash.
So the Suns have had some of the greatest players in NBA history wear Suns jerseys. I need to get on eBay tonight and buy all these jerseys, except for Shaquille O'Neal.
I just picked up a Penny Hardaway jersey,
Did you?
champion one, Suns.
Really?
Like one of the Sonon, like authentics.
Nah, screen print.
Charles Barkley,
Should I finish my list?
Go ahead.
Kevin Johnson.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Number 5. You guys didn't say this. I like them. I probably could never wear them though. I don't think anyone can. Gold toe ones.
They're hard. Yeah, they're too hard to wear. I think
I liked them.
I like to look at 'em.
They brought them here in hand. I was like, oh, these are.
they smell crazy.
They do.
My house smells like gold toe ones.
Number 4, Levi 4. Already said that. Number 3, the Miso Gelites. Number 2, nobody said yet. I think are super dope are the Paul George 2 PlayStations.
It's a good one to say, but number 2.
I love those shoes.
Why do people love those so much?
Because they light
It's
up.
just in your head, it's nostalgic.
I guess so. I
I think it's a dope. His
It's
shoes
cool.
dope.
It's a cool concept.
think
the
the
new shoe's
backpack
cool.
is better than the shoes. Like, I don't. The shoe is. You said you hooped in it, right?
Not the I hoop in the ones.
Oh, the other ones? Okay.
Yeah.
And those are better than the newer Paul George model.
I will tell you right now, if I had a Paul George PlayStation, it would be StockX'd.
Number 1, Blacksmith 3s.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you can't argue with that. Like, if you just can't argue with that. They're just fire. Anything else?
I was going to say, I have an idea.
Okay.
I have an epiphany
About
for
what?
next week. This should be our top 10. The top 10 Phoenix Suns of all time.
Players?
Players of all time to
How the
us.
heck would we do that? Who the heck would you put on that list?
I could do that.
Did
2
you
seconds.
not just hear all the names that I said?
Half of them are kind of washed. Joe
I'm just
Johnson,
saying.
washed.
I'm just saying.
And I bet you wouldn't even have Joe Johnson in your top 10.
Oh, no, Joe Johnson wouldn't be in my top 10. He'd be in my top 15.
Would he be in your top 10?
No, Joe Johnson wouldn't be in my
Who
top
the
10.
heck? Okay. Who?
Oh, I can do mine real quick.
I'm not talking
Nash.
about
Who would
Nash,
you be?
Nash,
Barkley.
Amari, Marion, Kevin Johnson, Dan Marley. You have to go old school. Connie Hawkins.
Larry Nance?
He didn't play with us that long.
I'm talking like not their careers as Phoenix Suns. I'm talking like just players who have
Man, get outta here.
wore a
That-
Phoenix
that
Suns
doesn't count.
jersey.
I don't
Jason
count.
Kidd,
Jason Kidd.
Devin Booker.
Devin Booker's not there yet.
He will be.
You didn't even say what's his name? The point guard.
That's
Why can't I think of his name?
Who?
Who?
Kevin Johnson?
Not the point guard. Alvin.
Alvin Adams.
Alvin.
Oh, no.
Who the heck are you talking about?
Alvin Adams.
Yeah.
Man, what are you talking
I
about?
didn't see him
man?
play.
You didn't say Tom Chambers.
Connie Hawkins. Did you say Connie Hawkins?
Yeah.
He
Oh, okay.
did. See,
I don't like Tom Chambers.
Tom
He's an
Chambers?
asshole.
I don't care for Dan Marley. So Dan Marley to me is a pervert. Like,
Damn.
I've seen him out. I mean, and look, man, I'm not saying nothing. That's how.
Who?
Dan Marley.
He's a nice person.
He's a creep. all
He's a
right?
nice person.
Facts.
He used to play when I was little. He used to play softball.
That list he made is probably the only list that might be. That's probably right. There's
I
nothing
would
else
have.
you could do different.
I would have. It would be hard for me to decide number 1.
I mean, I don't.
Barkley and
number one is
Nash are like
Barkley.
1A,
It's not
1B.
even- It would be Barkley. Nash never got us to the finals. Barkley got us to the
Barkley
finals.
didn't win 2 MVPs.
Have you been watching those?
Why do you put so much value in MVP?s?
Have you been
He's
watching
the
those?
most valuable player
Ryan,
in the whole league.
Derrick Rose has MVP.
Ryan, have you been watching those
Did you say
videos?
Kevin Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have you been watching those videos they've been putting out on the Suns, like 50th year anniversary
Yeah.
videos? I've been like so mad watching those. I was
I
like,
know. I get heated. Yeah, I was talking to Trey about that the other day. I'm like, dude, it's so sad. Like the eras that we grew up in, and now the era that we're in now. Like we grew up like Barkley, KJ, and then there was like a rough spot, like the whole like Kid and Stephon Marbury, like experiments,
Chapman
Rex
era,
Chapman, all
yeah.
that shit. When we were like Marbury, besides this team now, the Marbury teams were the biggest trash era ever of the.
there was
of
that
the Phoenix
transition
Suns.
though, because I was watching that one where they beat the Spurs.
Yeah.
It was like Marbury, Amari, Marion, Hardaway. They had some Rodney or Cliff Rod, like
Yeah.
all those teams. Like they had some dudes that could play.
We
but
forget.
But they would do the same thing that the Suns do now. They would be blowing teams out
Yeah.
by like 20, 25, and they lose by 10.
yeah,
we always forget that Marbury and Stoudemire did play for a little
One,
period
2
of time.
seasons.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we always forget like Jim Jackson
Yes.
balled out. Quentin Richardson balled
Quentin
out
Richardson
those years.
Balled out those years. Tim
Tim
Thomas,
Thomas?
balled out
them
those years. You know why?
Steve
Nash.
And D'Antoni.
And D'Antoni.
D'Antoni doesn't get
Does not get
Look
the
at the
credit.
Rockets.
Does not get the credit
Right.
that he deserves.
But then he goes to teams like the Knicks and stuff like that, which
The
connects with
Lakers.
the Lakers. That's
Who did he try to run the offense through at the Knicks? He tried to get. He brought a point guard from Phoenix, right?
Jason Kidd.
No, not
Jason Kidd was on the Knicks.
Who
didn't he have
did
Jason
bring?
Kidd?
I don't remember.
Yeah, he
No,
was
he
on the
brought. He was number 2 for the Suns. He backed up Nash at one point before
Marcus
Dragic.
Banks?
Didn't he bring Banks to the Knicks?
I don't know. I forgot he existed.
I thought he had that Puerto Rican dude or that Spanish dude.
The guy from the Magic?
The guy that plays with the
Carlos Arroyo?
no, the one that he plays for actually Cleveland right now.
Oh, Calderon.
Yeah,
Jose
he
Calderon?
he played.
He was on there for a period of time.
Yeah, that Knicks team definitely didn't do very well. I mean, the Knicks have sucked for years.
More than the Suns. I
Knicks
think their playoff drough's longer than the Suns.
I mean, the
Knicks are
Suns-
struggling, and they had arguably one of the greatest players in the NBA,
Michael Beasley,
Michael Beasley.
who was on the Suns too.
The Suns have had everybody.
The Suns have had everybody except for Melo, LeBron,
And this is the thing. The Suns,
Dwayne Wade.
the Suns will never win a championship in our lifetime.
You need to chill the fuck out.
We will die before then.
Hey, the Cubs fan said that too.
I'm not dying until the Suns.
Yeah, and
win
a lot of Cubs fans died. They
The
died.
Suns will win a championship in the next 15 years.
No, they won't.
Oh.
Within the next
Here's the
6
other thing.
years.
NBA is trash.
NBA is trash.
NBA
NBA
is
is trash.
I don't even watch anymore.
It's tough
It's
to
hard
watch.
to watch, dude.
There's
Like-
4 good teams.
Like, I'll put it on TV, but it's really hard to watch. You're just waiting for Warriors, Rockets, and you're just trying to see if, like, Cleveland.
Who's gonna make more threes?
Yeah.
I
you're-
used to be excited
Oh,
about
it is,
going to
though.
games, like going to Suns games. I get excited now. Like even like going to see LeBron, I'm like, oh, he's probably only gonna play like 20 minutes because that's all he's gonna have to play to watch the Suns.
I was happy. It was a really good game, that Suns Thunder one. It was really good. I was like, oh, I was really pleased. It was a good game. I was weird that Melo didn't play hardly. Like, it was just kind of,
Bro, when I went to the Spurs game, Pop put in like he was like looking in the stadium for fans that had jerseys. Like, you got jerseys and shorts on? Get out of here, bro. We don't need to play none of these guys. Like,
it's too many threes.
let Ginobili play 46 minutes.
I put on
44 minutes.
whatever played last night. It was Rockets and Thunder.
48 minutes.
And it went 3, 3, 3, 3. Miss. All
hard to play,
misses.
bro.
And I said, this is not fun, man.
I was watching the Pac-12 game, the ASU in Colorado. All threes.
All threes. ASU played U of A that a few weeks ago. All threes. And I was just like, I can't handle this. I can't take it.
There's no centers anymore.
DeAndre Ayton
There's no reason to
gonna
be
come
tall.
play for the Suns.
So, anyways, anything else? Nothing. Andy Green, appreciate you coming through, stopping
Absolutely.
by, chilling with us for a second. Right, anything else?
That's the sneakers.
All right.